What's going on, y'all? I'm your host with the most. So I have a toast, Leader Johnson, and we are here at Follow Leader Sports. About to have a big game starting with the Eagles and the Bills. We're gonna talk a lot about Noah Inoue, the pound for pound best. I think so. I think he the best. What can you say? What can you say? First, let's start out with the Eagles, man. First, we gotta congratulate the five Pro Bowlers that got there: Cooper DeJean, Jalen Carter, Quinyon Mitchell, Cam Jurgens, Zach Bond. Now I know people got things to say. They got things to say. Jordan Davis, of course he should have made it. I don't even know why. He wasn't even an alternate. Did they make him an alternate? I could have sworn. It's just real crazy. I don't think I know Jalen Carter. Some people you gotta understand. Some people are gonna make it because of their fame. They got the fame. They got credibility. They got year before, could have been a year before. You just gain a certain status to where it has to get knocked down. And Jalen Carter definitely is the type of guy that requires a lot of attention. Him and Davis both made each other better this year, and really Davis has had the better year. Some people might argue that Davis should have been there ahead of Carter on ahead of him. Carter's just Carter, man. But I understand what anybody would say. But Carter is just Carter, man. You can't take away what he brings and who he is because he's a bigger monster than Davis, and that's big. Cooper DeJean, my God, deserve it. I was wondering was they gonna sleep on him this year, because I know he was the nickel, but man, he's been everywhere. He's almost been a linebacker, a safety, corner. He's been there. He's guarded the best corner. Like he did everything. He did so much, man. Everything they've asked of him. Quinyon Mitchell, really the most slept on. It was a question if he was even going to be on his team. Nobody can mess with Quinyon, and I'm gonna say arguably top three. Not even arguably, he's in the top three. But if you want to argue if he's the best, go ahead. But I think he's the best. He's just he's too dominant. Shut you down. Cam Jurgens, I understand what y'all saying, but Cam, first off, he was a Jason Kelsey protege, and then the young man went back and made a Pro Bowl alternate at guard. Then he became a Pro Bowl starter at center. So his track record is kind of following him. He hasn't did enough for them to be like, hey, he's a favorite. You could tell with their voting, he's a favorite. And he hasn't been garbage this year. He just hasn't been as good as he was last year. Also, injuries went to that. Zach Bond, he got the listen. He deserves it. He does it, and it's in his sleep too. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just one of the best, and it's good to have him. The Eagles got to beat the Bills, man. They got to beat the Bills, and that's just what it is. I mean, I can talk all day about what they're supposed to do. They got the team. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? They got Jalen Hurts. They got Devontae Smith. Got AJ Brown. They got Saquon Barkley. They don't have, just good players. They have the best at their positions. People can argue if they want, but you're gonna argue if Saquon is the best. He's just not going to be a guy. It's Saquon. Saquon had 2,000 last year. Saquon is Saquon. Look what he did his rookie year, even coming into the league. You got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Like Dallas Goddard has 10 touchdowns this year. Like the offensive line is really playing at their worst, and you still had 1,000-yard rushing and two receivers who are going to get 1,000 yards this year with the 10 touchdown tight end. Like, yeah, I understand, man. Elite quarterback. I ain't gonna explain why they're that. They just need to finish the job and quit playing. But I know Patullo. We all know Patullo is it's a little different, man. Patullo, it's their first year jitters, man, and it's worse than Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson came in here, and one thing about it, this is put it like this: Brian Johnson was also a position coach, came into it, and he had questions. He was struggling, but they were at least able to run up. AJ Brown had a career year. Devontae Smith 1,000 yards. Jalen Hurts has had 15 interceptions, which is bad. 23 touchdowns. But still they ran up the score. 1,000 yards for Swift, his first time in his career, so it was different. But Batulo was just, helping. He was an assistant helping out Kellen Clemens. He throw something in there. What's going on, Greg? What's going on, John? What's up, my man? Um, he was just throwing in something in there. He was putting stuff into the mix of offensive plays, helping Kellen Clemens out. And you could tell, like I've told everybody, he's learning on the go. He's learning on the go. So we're seeing downs, we see him fall down, we see him. So and the thing is, right now I'm at the point where answer these questions, because my thing is this, and I'm gonna say this clearly: if we don't go to the Super Bowl, he got to go. That is it. He got to go. If he don't go to the Super Bowl, and I ain't even say win, because the D can lose it, but no, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. It's the defense has been elite, and it's the clear thing in there is that all the offensive players are not the same. AJ Brown ain't the same. Saquon Barkley ain't the same. Hurts is trying, and Devontae Smith has been in Goddard. There's been some stuff coming out of it, but these are elite guys, and the defense is ready. The defense is it. Defense is it, man. The defense. Jalen Phillips is going to get better. He's going to be a guy. He still got Nolan. Everybody's healthy. This is nothing to. What's an excuse? People are getting healthy. You got some people like Lane Johnson. Right now Dean's kind of, but he's not banged. These guys are all. This team. It should be no excuse to why this team shouldn't have been. My record was 15-2. It's no excuse. No excuse. They go against the Bills. The Bills are a team, they need to win this game. Look how they knocking on the playoff door like that. Like the Eagles in the playoffs, but the Bills are kind of low in their conference. So they're looking to state their claim. This is the same position Baltimore was in last year when they faced the Eagles. Baltimore was riding how they were coming off losses, and Baltimore was improving itself. And they needed to beat Philadelphia when that game came up. And this is the same game their Buffalo game is. It's this game right here. Buffalo needs this win, and Philly needs to prove themselves. They need to win. They need to win out. Period. The whole year. So I don't want to see no losses going in. These two games, all of them. I don't want to see nothing. Don't need to be no struggles. I'm really right now. I'm a critic more than I ever been, because they're the Super Bowl champions. This is what it is. So we're gonna go on that function there. I think in this game, who's gonna be the big guys? I'm just gonna go real quick, and we're gonna get to Penn State football real quick. Um, I just think it's Saquon. Saquon doing what he do. Anybody can be in this loaded offense, but Saquon and Jalen Hurts. That's it. Again, I said it last game. I'm gonna say it more and more, because they really are the X factors. We keep on talking about AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Dallas guys are doing good, the offensive line, but it's Jalen and Saquon. They are the true game changers. I don't care who you got at receiver. If Jalen ain't doing what he do, we not winning nothing. All right. The defensive part, I'm looking for Nolan Smith to get real crazy. I'm waiting for him. I mean, he's been disruptive, but and then the playoffs coming too. I'm looking for Nolan Smith and Quinyon Mitchell to get an interception for the season's out. Going for Quinyon, and I'm not telling you to score. They need to. If they blow them out, they definitely going for the Super. If they just beat them, it's just like, okay, I still got to see what happens. They ain't convinced me, but if they blow them out, I'm calling Super Bowl. If it's a 14, if they beat them by 14 points, I'm calling Super Bowl. They beat them by 14 points, I'm calling Super Bowl. All right, now Penn State, man. Penn State football. They went out winners. Man. Pinstripe Bowl, man. 22-10. They beat Clemson. What? What can you say? Great job by Coach Terry Smith, man, who got that contract, got that bag, man. Highest paid head coach, not a head coach. Unbelievable. Been there for so long. Just Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Penn State, man. It was a great way to go out. Great way to go out, man. Ethan Grunk, what can you say? Gronk did his thing, man. Quentin Martin had a good game, 100 yards, 100 plus yards. People proving their worth, proving that they want to be there, proving that the Penn State coach has always been powerful. That's not what I was talking about. It was wrong the way they did James Franklin. It's wrong, man. It's wrong. Wait till the season is over. The recruits and everything, they got to ride it out. They did, they already wishy washy. Like, oh man, you just totally snatched the feet from under them, man. Just let them go out, and it must have been some real disrespect. But it is what it is. Something had to go on that was kind of fishy, or I guess it wasn't. But that was a crazy way to do it. To the greatness of what Penn State is doing, let's talk about the recruiting class. 2026 recruiting class got 10 recruits. That was a good comeback because they lost everybody, just everybody. They got good 10 recruits. Terrell Chapman, 3-star Terrell Chapman, 3-star safety. 3-star linebacker Keon Kaiser. 3-star offensive tackle Mason Banhire, excuse me. 3-star safety Bryson Williams. Recently 3-star. We're going to talk about him. 3-star wide receiver, explosive wide receiver Ben Whitver. 3-star quarterback Case Evans. 3-star offensive tackle Pete Iglesias. And 3-star punter. 6'6" punter it is, man. It's tall punter. Lucas Tenbrock. All right, now looking at this new commit, man, this is crazy. I just like what they're doing. I like to see good recruiting too. Like to see it. So they got to commit from 3-star wide receiver in 2026. Great addition. Ben Whitver out of VA. Listen. This guy called over 50 catches for 900 plus yards. I mean, this man's explosive, super explosive. Now I see star potential, NFL wide receiver, and this guy, great college receiver. He has those hands. He can flat, like take the top off. So, and at 6'2", he's 6'2", man. Got the size, the right size. It's gonna be something to see. Matt Campbell is doing something. He's doing something interesting. It's interesting to see people get, put into the fold. We went and got 2 guys. He has 2 guys from PA though, and on his whole class right now. And believe me, they're going to work on that. Jackson Ford, 4-star, and Peyton Falzone, 3-star quarterback. Jackson Ford is a 4-star edge, 6'4", 240, big time mover. Great. That was a great commit right there. So they headed in the right direction. And it's going to be something to see. Who else comes along? It's Iowa State guys. We're going to come up. I'm going to get more, be looking at my Twitter, guys I retweet, put out guys from Iowa State that ex-recruits, guys that committed around the time Campbell was there that are decommitting. You know how that goes. I'm calling it the team you play for until you don't say it. I mean, that, when I say Penn State, let people know that, like when I say Virginia Tech, I say V-Tech, and put it next to a person that was an ex-Penn State guy, and he just hit the transfer portal. Now, I ain't got no sources on those. What I'm doing is just putting it out there, letting people know that this was I'm expecting this to happen until it doesn't happen because he was over at their school. Now if I give you a source name when I say something, or I put some more than just a school there and put an explanation, then we'll get that part. But no, Ben Whitver, man, I like this one. Besides Jackson Ford, this was the one I was like, oh, that was a good one. He was with James Madison first, and he decommitted. And James Madison really did a good recruiting school, especially moving now. They done moved to the FBS and the FCS. Villanova used to battle them. So no question, Ben Whitver is a good pickup, good commit. Now, talking about all that, with my boxing fans, We about to get to that because Noah Inoue, listen, this cat, man. I don't know what to say, man. Listen, because when Crawford was here, I was the first thing I was like, listen, that's number one. And I saw Inoue. He was definitely impressive. Definitely pound for pound, top three, top five at the time. I'm not believing like, oh man, but more and more, he just 4 weight classes, man. 4 weight classes. Check this out. Look, that man right there next to Larry Holmes, the great Larry Holmes. Noah Inoue is the first man in 42 years to defend the ring title 4 times in the calendar year. And look at the year right there. And that year, a little kid eating popsicles, man. The 80s. Crazy, man. Larry Holmes, that's what type of special class he's in. And I've never seen a Japanese guy even hit like. Has anybody ever seen a Japanese guy hit like this? Anywhere, even in like a listen in a baseball game, basketball, nowhere, bar fight. No, listen, this cat is special with the power. Special. Noah Inoue is 32-0 with 27 KOs. 32 years old. I mean, he's chasing greatness right now. It's always a Japanese star. You got Yao Ming. All right. You got Yao Ming. Now you got Otani. Listen, always catch up, and this guy is special. They always he is special. He's great to watch, fun to watch, and we're gonna talk more about him because it's a lot to go. Like who's gonna face him? Now who's gonna chase him? Because to me, the pound for pound best. They say Usyk, but I don't think no man. This guy's just doing it a different. Like he's doing it different. 4-0. He defended his ring title 4 times and won each time. The belts is getting heavy. Can't nobody beat him. Who beat him? 42 years. That's rare. That's like when Otani just got finished hitting 3 home runs and had 8 strikeouts. What was it? I think it was like 8 strikeouts. I ain't seen nothing like him. Who came to see his fight? Usyk and Triple G, man. Listen, talk about great fighters. 2 guys they putting that 1 and 2 pound for pound. Galvin sitting there watching this guy. I mean, he was putting. Listen, David Picasso was getting the blues. The blues. The blues put to him. I mean, he was touching them up. And it's like his jabs had power to it. Picasso was a good fighter. It went to a decision. Picasso was trying. He was just a tough guy. Tough. I got a lot of respect. A lot of respect by the way David Picasso fought. But he's just too good. Just too good, man. Just too good. 42 years. 42 years. That's how great Larry Holmes was. Let everybody know. Let y'all know about that. That's the first thing. Let's put that on the picture. Larry Holmes. We're talking about the guy that he did. Larry Holmes is one of the greats. All right, Junto Nakatani just won his fight against Hernandez. Look good, ain't look better than Noah. 32-0, 24 KOs. They close. Close. 27 years of age. Beating Sebastian Hernandez, good fight. Some people saying, is he next? Is he next? What y'all think? Is he next? Definitely impressive, man. Definitely impressive. One of those guys. Definitely impressive. Junto is impressive, man. So that's a fight I would definitely love, pay to see, no question. Boy, he got them hands, and he ready for him. Then you got Jesse Rodriguez. Jesse Rodriguez is the next one. Bam. 23-0, 16 knockouts, age 25, the young one. I mean, there's some good things to think about, good matchups to think about. Who's better, Rodriguez or was it Junto? Junto is a bigger puncher, but Rodriguez is coming. Rodriguez is coming. Who would be the guy to see? And then you're looking at Shakir Stevenson. I was looking at that. Shakir Stevenson. I was looking at that. That's another fight. Now you're looking at these two matchups. These two are good matchups, but Shakur Stevenson and the pound for pound talks. Junto is number 7. Jesse's number 5. Shakur is number 10. To move up, going against these two guys, go ahead and secure your status. Then you got Shakur Stevenson in the lightweight division. Interesting. Real interesting to see where that would go. Very interesting to see where that would go. Shakur Stevenson against Naoya Inoue. I think that would be a crazy. That would be it. I mean, looking at the defensive style, Shakur, I think that would be big time. Looking at Bam, we talk about Bam, Jesse Rodriguez. One thing his trainer did say was, "We'll see him soon." When they tell him about Inoue, that's what he said. They'll see him soon. Robert Garcia, the trainer of Jesse Rodriguez, said, "We'll see him soon." I mean, excuse me, no question. We'll see him soon. Jesse Rodriguez. Listen, man. What are we talking about? We got Junta and we got Jesse Rodriguez. Now, these are two different classes, too. If y'all know, we got to go to all of them. Let's get this all clear. Down there in the bantamweight, that is where you can look at Jesse Rodriguez. Jesse Rodriguez is the WBC and WBO junior bantamweight. That's at 115. Now, for Inoue to fight him, Inoue is at the junior featherweight. He's a junior featherweight undisputed. All right, that's at 122. So that would be nothing for them to move up and get that to happen. Then you got Junta, who is number 3, he's number 1 contender to go against Inoue next in the featherweight division. Then you go up. You have, what would Inoue have to do to fight Stevenson? What would he have to do to fight him? What would he have to do to get to that level? Stevenson is at 135 at the lightweight. So that means he would have to gain 13 pounds. Or they're asking Stevenson to come down. Would he do that? But I think, just like when I talked to Salida about Elisa Baumgartner, he was like this, and I was like comparing it to, and he was like, no, because Crawford moved up. So they're basically wanting Baumgartner to come move up to heavyweight. They don't want to come down to the lightweight. People want people to move up to their weight instead of them losing weight and going down. Crawford did it both. Crawford, listen. So I just want to see how this goes. Stevenson's one to look at in this trajectory of who's next, who I think should be next. Junto, let him take it. That's it. It's his turn. He's right there. He's in contention. Let's go down the line. Let's go down the line. Let Jonto take it. Nikitani, let's do it. 32 KOs, 24, 27 KOs there. Listen, these guys are the same. Let's just see who's the best right now. Let's see who got it. I think this is what they want to see. And then here comes Bam. Bam will be right there. 23-0. He's knocking people out. All right, his last fight was Fernando Martinez, won by KO. All right, so this is going to be something to see. Can't wait to see how this turns out. Big time in boxing. Listen, y'all. Just got finished having Hollywood Sports Talk. Got some more things to do. Got a lot of podcasts I'm gonna have coming out. A lot of guests. Be looking for the next episode of Hollywood Sports Talk. Follow the sports and who's flying in the flyer and Broad Street Blitz Take right here on Hardcore Sports Network. We are live, y'all. We out. Follow the leader, man. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Follow my articles on 247 Sports, NFL Draft Diamonds. Listen, doing things for Prep Hoops. VU Sports. Out, y'all. Enjoy the game.